understandable smooth shit.
POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes though. She like, ooh la la, are we green? They go, ooh la la, are we green? She like, ooh la la, are we green? They go, ooh la la, are we green? Okay, ooh la la, are we green? Like, ooh la la, are we green? She like, ooh la la, are we green? Ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop out of the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. POPAVIST, that's me. POPAVIST TV, that's my show. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the question really is, where you been? Over here, we deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews sometimes, Popavisms 101, and motivation. I got mine in the gym today. How about you? If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you exit to the left and do your little usher dance off this page, do the kid a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash that notification bell, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos, and if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, thank you. But you know how I do. You know how I start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. We in the end game. Click. What it do, people? Happy Tuesday. You know what I mean? Transformation Tuesdays. What you working on, how you working it, and is it working for you? Because people out here in the real life, we all is. You know what I mean? Happy Tuesday to everybody. You know what I mean? That's tuned in. So we in the end game because we had Dwayne Wade, like Dwayne Wade, Flash Gordon, gabrieLLeUnioN, deliver us from Eva. They 2 kids, well 3 kids, and both of their kids had company with them. I don't got the whole picture, but I got this picture. Well, I seen this on the gram. You know what I mean? And this is what's been trending. So now we have to say, and I just spoke about parents putting their kids on the internet, mostly single women and the baby mama campaign, doing stuff with their girls and dressing them up and doing certain things. And then I spoke about the fathers who are in their kids' life, especially the girls, that they're not cool with a lot of this social media bullshit because they know what it's really hitting for. And I won't go into the whole thing, but I go see the other show that I did on that with, you know, predators and sexualizing and doing the stuff that we do for the views. Oh, they so cute and whatever. So anyway, you know, we all know that Dwayne Wade's son, Zion, who's a trans boy now or want to be a trans girl. And if I say the stuff wrong, it's because it's quite confusing for you to remember the originator. And boy, do I hate her, perpetrator, but I'm much greater. So it's too political for me to remember. So I'm going to just say what it is. So he's a 14-year-old boy now. And I remember when he first, you know, came out with his son, was different. Wanted to be different, wanted to be a woman or a girl at this point because he's still a teenager. And then Michelle Obama interviewed him on, what was it, Women's Day or whatever it was. And there was a lot of uproar with that too. And yes, I was sitting back with the side eye like, damn, Michelle Obama, I read your book, The Becoming. And, you know, for the most part, I rock with Michelle, you know what I mean? Honest woman, good, you know what I mean? Upstairs in Chicago, married to Obama. My president is black, and like a lot of y'all was on that wave. So you really see like, damn, we really didn't really do too much. You know what I mean? Keep it a buck. And, you know, I'm not well versed in politics as you are. I'm not a Democrat, not a Republican, none of that. I mean, I'm right and it's wrong, and I know a lot of this shit is corruption and a lot of this shit is bullshit, in my opinion. Say what you will. It is what it is. That's my views. But for her to choose him, you know what I mean, their child, to do the interview, like all the, you know, the smart little young girls, and we want to empower women, and women is the most unprotected, and there's not enough programs, and it's woo, 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 and ah. That's who got the interview. Him. I mean, looking on, so waiting for this moment. Again, he's a child, so I'm not coming down. Please, you know what I mean? You got to be careful. I don't want Gabrielle hitting me on the back line or way to come to Harlem and be like, yo, what's up with this nigga POPAVIST? And I'm being funny, but I'm not. No, I'm being funny. He got the interview, you know what I mean? And, you know, I watched it, and I'm not the only one with these opinions. There was a lot of people like, damn, you couldn't find no other quality little black girl, you know what I mean, or even white girl or Asian girl to do the Women's Month or whatever they was doing. Why was he the poster child? You know what I mean? Like, don't that make y'all say, like something is out of order? Then now you fast forward Easter. Obviously, that's a couple of years ago. So it's Easter now, 14 now. And forget the, you know, what he want to be, how he going to come out, and you going to come out in your own way, like go and race, you know what I mean? Stop being a shark biting ass nigga. Be original and come out your own way. Why we broadcasting? I mean, it's full, like, it's some movie shit. Like, he went in for the kill. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like 14. And also spoke about this in the last video with the little girls and being on Instagram, mommy dressing them up. I said, damn, think about when you start having sex. When your friends was having sex. And I think at the age I was having sex. Think at the age I started thinking about it and hormones and stuff like that. So, you know, because a lot of people that's kind of fake defending it a little bit. Most of them is coming from the alphabet community because he's a part of that or want to be. I don't think you know what he want. That's just my opinion. I think you need time to see, especially that. You ain't getting no buns yet, at least to my knowledge. And you're 14. So what's appropriate and what's not? And then obviously for me, it wasn't appropriate at that age. So whether I did it or not, I didn't do it in the crib. I didn't do it in the open. People are like, yeah, but it wasn't social media, and it wasn't this. It still wasn't accepted. And when we seen young girls that was moving like this and getting their boobs grabbed and people touching their ass and you playing, you know, hide and go seek, but you really hide and go feel. Let me get a feel off and I'm going to run. You just, you know, you learn what it is, you know what I mean? And you around who you around. Some people, they families, you know what I mean, did things or they found out that way. And, you know what I mean, you may see your moms and your pops, or you may see your moms with a jump off. You know what I mean? Stuff you wasn't supposed to see. You still was trying to hide. You wasn't openly, you know what I mean? Like you see now on the train, especially of those communities, and it's weaponized. You know what I mean? There's people using now as like, you know, before people was in the closet, like, you know what I mean? Mama, I'm sorry for that hurt you. I'm cleaning out my closet. Like a lot of people was in the closet, you know what I mean? And because the laws passed and things changed, and somebody hit me where and I should register, you know what I mean? Like, yo, this shit is like San Francisco in the 90s. And I've never been to San Francisco, but I know what it's known for, or at least what's a big part. So I said, damn, man. I started thinking, I said, yeah, times have changed. And Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game. You know what I mean? And so it's accepted now. You get on the train, you get on the bus. You see 15, 16, 14 doing exactly what they was doing. No regards. There's older people on the bus because they don't really go on the train. A lot of the older people really take the bus in the city in New York, what I see. And I take the bus too sometimes. I'm on New York all the way. Train, bus, Uber, Lyft. I got a car. I ride the e-bike. I use the city bike. I get around the city how I feel is best to get around. So I just got to point that out. Real New York. You know what I mean? But mostly it's elderly people on the bus. That's inappropriate. So it's no regards, you know what I mean? And then when you see that, and again, forget the gender part, what he want to be, but the kicker was this. Because I seen the picture and I seen on the other channel, they was talking about it, and then they was like, oh, breaking news. That's actually not a boy that he's kissing, but it's a biological girl who's trans because she want to be a boy. And then I said, well, I'll be damned. They going through all this hoopla, honky-dory, bubblegum bullshit, and it's still just a boy and a girl that both want to be the opposite. So how confusing is that? And again, I'm being funny when I say it's kind of confusing for you to remember the originator. And boy, do I hate a perpetrator. But I'm much greater. That's a Big Daddy Kane reference. So it's like, damn, you doing all this and you might still get some pussy. What are we doing, right? Like, what are we doing? So they getting backlash, the parents that is, because they allowing this to happen. This was just a family photo. They all taking pictures on Easter and they best, you know, Dwayne get a little flossy. People might say a little zazzy. You know what I mean? And lately, since he retired, some of his clothes is a little, I'm gonna say out there. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, you dress to impress, I see. You know what I mean? And I'm being funny, but I'm not. Then after that, you let them just take photo ops with them slobbing each other down, not even a little. And the thing is, again, whether they doing it or not behind closed doors, why that shit can't stay private? Is it cool? What age is it cool for your kids? I just spoke about going in the phone of kids that's not even mine and raising them to a certain standard. You know what I mean? A certain principle and moral. Like, okay, if you're going to do it, you're not going to do it in here. And even though you want your kids to talk to you and communicate with you and be upfront with you, because you are their protector. You know what I mean? You are their guider. So you will want them to have that faith in you that you're not going to, you know, look down on them, make them feel less than, but you still have to be the parent. What age is cool? Again, I know what age I was trying to do what I was doing, but that's why we was going to the back of the projects. That's why we was going on the roof. That's why we was hiding, because it wasn't acceptable. And if any one of our parents or somebody that was an adult seen us doing this bubblegum shit, you know what I mean, out in the open, they're going to take you to your parents. They're going to say, yo, Miss Kathy's son, what you doing? What are y'all doing? What you doing with that girl? Like, what you doing? So again, because people are like, yeah, you know what age y'all started kissing and doing stuff. I know people that was having sex at 14 as well. That don't make it right. That don't make it right and exact. So what age is acceptable in your house? You know what I mean? I don't think 14 is acceptable, whether they do it behind your back or not. Still, you know what I mean? It's like for the parents, it's like, yeah, they're going to have sex anyway, so I'm going to let them have sex in the house. Oh, they're going to use drugs anyway, so I'm going to just let them come and do drugs in the house. Yeah, they're going to do, they might be whatever. You're going to just let them do it in your house? Bad parenting, shame on you. And this is why, you know, the moral fabric of society is going to shit. And it's a shit show. It really, really is. And so Dwayne and Gabrielle, they taking some heat, as they should. You know what I mean? As a parent, that's not a parent. You know what I mean? Get what I'm saying? Guardian, overseer, protector, maintainer of the men, you know, the women and children. As a man, because we men ain't we, right? That's unacceptable. You know what I mean? And then, you know, women or, you know, girls rather, depending on what age they get their period and all that, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, you can get pregnant. You can get pregnant at 13. And the thing is, people were saying in the comments, wouldn't it be crazy if you know, if they already are sexually active, which hopefully they're not, that he get her pregnant. And she want to be a man, he want to be a woman, but you end up getting pregnant. That would be wild crazy, right? That would be crazy, shit crazy. What age is acceptable in your house? What type of heat should Gabrielle and Dwayne be taking? And then last, you know, I won't say lastly, I'll say this, because this is what's not talked about as well when it comes to Dwayne and his family. What does the mother have to say? The real mother. Why we don't hear about her? It's like he put the clamps on her, or Gabrielle put the clamps on her once they won and he got custody. And I know she had, you know, came out at one time, so maybe this is why they got the gag order on her. And I'm just saying allegedly, maybe, kind of, sort of, because I really don't know. But I do know this. She had came out and was kind of saying he put them out or he wasn't taking care of them. And, you know, she was standing outside with the sign, Dwayne Wade, Miami Heat, millionaire, woo, woo, woo. And, you know, we homeless, or it was something to that, like with Bandman, you know, girl or whatever, some stunt. Like, you know what I mean? Everything is all for sale and views. So that probably made her look bad. That probably tainted her integrity. And this is something that we talk about a lot on this channel. How is your integrity? Is it intact? Or is you flip-flopping and people looking at you with the side eye because every other day you crying wolf, or you just doing some shit that's not right and exact, so people don't believe you. You need more people. She probably tainted her integrity. And that's why I probably know news cameras is in front of her or nobody asking her like what it really is. But I would love to hear, just like I would love to hear Russell Wilson speak his mind about everybody using him as the poster child. I would love to hear what she has to say of how Dwayne and Gabrielle, who is not the biological mother, is not his mother, how they're raising her child. You know what I mean? What the brother think. You know what I mean? You see him with his girl. He wasn't all tongue kissing and tonguing his girl down. And he older. Yet you 14, and I don't know how old the girl is that he was kissing that want to be a boy. I don't know how old she is. But it's unacceptable. And it sends the wrong message to the kids, I believe. So, everything is not for sale or shouldn't be. Everything is not for public consumption. You know what I mean? And it's like, what's the thrill? What's the need to broadcast everything? It's like, yo, y'all not going, whether my child is gay, bisexual, trans, y'all not using him, or she want to be a hub, whatever the proper noun. Y'all not using my child. I'm fucking Dwayne Wade, and I made it this far, and I'm successful, and I got a couple of millions in the pocket. I'm not letting y'all exploit my child. Where's the nut hole? And it's like, and he didn't put no statements out, neither did gabrieLLeUnioN. Only thing that he put out on Twitter, to my knowledge, was he reposted an interview that he already did, and they was asking him about it, and he quoting Magic Johnson, like, yeah, when Magic Johnson was on TV years ago talking about his situation and his son and all that, I know you just gotta love your kids. Yeah, you gotta love your kids, but you also supposed to protect them. And social media and the internet is undefeated. So right now, like unlike Kim Kardashian's son, who can't read, so he don't know what he reading when he see the pictures and the thumbnails pop up. Zion can read. Obviously, he's an intelligent boy. You know what I mean? You can go on the internet and see stuff on TikTok, on Twitter, see your father's trending, see that you're trending. I keep messing that up. See that you're trending. See all of the memes and people saying stuff. So what does this do to the psyche of a 14-year-old boy that want to be a girl? What does this do to him? In the now and, oh yeah, days of future past. In the future, what does it do to him? Like, damn, when you get older, he may resent his parents. You know what I mean? The mom's the real mother for not being there and coming in, swooping and protecting him. And also at his father, like, damn, you left me to hang and dry. You left me out for the wolves. You think you being politically correct by not saying anything and letting me just, do what I want. And you showing love that way. And I just can't get it. That's why a lot of men is mad at Dwayne Wade. And I'm one of them. And it's not just about his son wanting to be something else. It's about, when do you step in as a fucking father and say, yo, y'all not going to expose my child. You're not going to use him as a poster child and for your agendas. Let me deal with it in-house, and when he get mature enough and old enough, if he want to do whatever he want to do and become a she, etc., then cool. You know what I mean? But y'all not going to be posting these pictures all over social media with him just tonguing the white joint down. That shit is crazy. And again, race don't got nothing to do with it, even though you do look with the side eye like, damn, I'll be damned. You got to be a white person, right? And then even with the genders, and again, the irony of it is, he is a biological boy that wants to be a girl, and the girl he was kissing is a biological girl that wants to be a boy. So if they have sex and she gonna get pregnant. That says it all. Like, that says it all. Like, you do going through all these hooplas, but you're dealing with a biological girl that want to be a boy. Does that make any sense? I know I'm not the smartest. I didn't go to Harvard. I'm not as smart as Gary. I don't have the bachelor's and I'm a PhD. No, I got my GED up north. But I'm smart enough to know that if they have sex, she gonna get pregnant.